Hello everyone, Mystic Magic Lady here. Gonna go over here today, use these cards. Let's see what the energy is for today, November 10. But whenever you see this will be the right time for you. Okay, what's happening? November 10th, November 10, 11:10, 11:10, 11:10. What is the energy today, November 10th, November 10th? November 10th. November 10th. Okay, November 10th. November 10th. November 10th. What is the energy today, November 10th? What is the challenge? And what is our potential outcome, November 10th? On the collective. What is the collective feeling? What is the energy? The challenge? And potential outcome. What does the collective need to know? What is the energy? What's the challenge? What's the energy? Challenge. Okay. Okay, let's see what's happening today, November 10th. What's the energy today? Okay. Ooh. Okay, Seven of Pentacles. So today is about having some patience. It's about taking stock of your life. Seven of Pentacles represents, really looking at what it is you're putting your energy into and if it's worth it, if it's worth the work, right? What's the return? What are you working on? It's really taking stock of your life, having patience with things that you having the patience, waiting for things to bear fruit. Okay, this is about really taking care of what it is that you're working on, having patience, and really looking at where you're putting your energy. Okay, and if it's worth it, if your heart is into it, if it's worth it, right? So yeah, really, it's about working on yourself, looking at what you're working on, where you're putting your energy, having patience, and waiting for things to materialize, right? It's also about like weeding your garden. Okay, what do you need to get rid of? What's maybe what's stunting your growth, and maybe making some changes in your plans, looking at if you still want to put the work and energy into something, if you think it's worth it anymore. And yeah. Okay, let's see. What's the challenge today? Okay, Six of Cups. So some of you are having a challenge, either trying to have a reunion with someone, okay? For some of you, there may be a challenge of, getting, you may get stuck in like feelings of nostalgia, maybe thinking about the um, past, relationships, or, things from childhood. Maybe a challenge today, maybe feeling a little bit nostalgic, maybe a little bit melancholy for some of you. Others of you, there may be a challenge with trying to reunite with someone. Okay, some of you may be thinking about reuniting with someone and you may be having a hard time doing that, or maybe thinking about someone that you haven't talked to or seen in a while. and maybe a challenge trying to get through to them, or trying to get together with someone that you haven't seen in a while. Others of you, you may just be a little bit overwhelmed with feelings of nostalgia, maybe having a hard time getting in the present moment. You may have your head in the past, thinking about past relationships. It could be thinking about childhood friends, or um, times from childhood. Uh, but like I said, others of you, you may have a challenge today trying to reunite or reconnect with someone from your past. Maybe a challenge. Let's see, what is the potential outcome here? Okay, nice. King of Pentacles. So being able to feel grounded and rooted in whatever it is you're doing. Really someone who's stable and in control of their finances. With this energy of Seven of Pentacles today, that's really looking at your life, looking at where you're putting your energy, and where you're putting your roots. Working. It's all about what you're working on, trying to create in your life, and having patience and waiting for it to bear fruit. Okay. And some of you may be having a hard time with that because you're thinking about the past. Maybe you're thinking about past situations that you would like to go back to but can't, right? It's the past. But the outcome with the King of Pentacles is really being grounded and rooted in your finances, or in like your relationships at home, feeling abundant, feeling secure and stable. Okay. Nice. Okay. Let's talk more about the energy today with the Seven of Pentacles. What do people need to know? Seven of Pentacles. What do people need to know? What do people need to know? What's the energy today? Tell me about the Seven of Pentacles. What is this energy today? Tell me more. Seven of Pentacles. What is this energy today? I think that's too many cards. Well, some of you have, this is just a quick side note, some of you have had some new clarity on possibly a choice that you've made in love, and have a real reason to celebrate that. So I don't know who needed to hear that. But tell me, okay. The King of Cups. Okay. Interesting. So for some of you, you really have probably been working on either a relationship with someone. Okay. A really, some of you, this could be yourself or with someone else, a real deep emotional relationship that you have been putting in the work. Some of you are wondering, and perhaps wondering if it's worth it. You may be waiting for somebody. Okay. For some of you, this could be someone from the past. But for others of you, you've been putting a lot of work into maybe building a stable romantic relationship, okay, with someone else or with yourself. Okay. Some of you might have been working on your relationship with yourself and getting your emotions in check, and others of you have been working on trying to build a relationship, a romantic relationship. Okay. And today you may be taking stock of that relationship, or maybe looking at where you've been putting all your energy, and are you getting the return? If you are, have been trying to build a relationship with someone today, you may be looking and seeing, if it's worth the work that you've been putting in, if they've been putting in equal work, and what you're getting out of it, if it's worth it, right? Others of you, you may have been working hard on yourself, trying to, build up your own self-love, and perhaps trying to um, feel emotionally stable in yourself. Okay, so you may be looking at, the work you've been putting into your romantic relationships, or the work you've been putting into yourself, and how you've been loving yourself and trying to take care of yourself. And if you are, putting in the work to feel emotionally sound. Tell me about the challenge here. Tell me about the Six of Cups. Tell me about the challenge. Six of Cups. Tell me about the Six of Cups. Seven of Wands. So the challenge here is really overcoming and rising above some situation from the past, I feel. A lot of you may be having a hard time getting over perhaps a relationship from the past, okay? And that could be, why you're looking at the work you put in, and perhaps looking at that relationship and if it's worth it. Okay, some of you are having a hard time overcoming and rising above a situation with a past either lover, friend, partner, person in your family, or it could even just be, yourself having a hard time overcoming and rising above your feelings of nostalgia and your past self, looking at your childhood and things of that nature. Some of you may be having a hard time overcoming some aspect of your childhood that you may be a little stuck on today, maybe thinking a lot about, and it could be a bit emotional, and it may be a hard time trying to rise above that and get out of that get out of that energy where you're thinking of the past. And perhaps there was there may be some emotions that are attached to that. Maybe it was a past relationship, or maybe maybe having feelings from your childhood that you're having a hard time overcoming, for some of you. Tell me about the outcome. The King of Pentacles. Tell me about the outcome. Eight of Pentacles. Yeah, so you're going to be doing the work. Really focusing on, yourself, your work. You are going to be, putting in the work and time and focus into creating abundance and creating your financial stability, your emotional stability. You're just, going to be really trying to focus on putting the work in, working on yourself, working on building strong roots and strong foundations. Since there's two kings on the board, some of you may be dealing with, this could be a partner, could be maybe dealing with, some of you could be dealing with a father figure, others of you maybe a romantic partner, where you are kind of looking at where have you been putting in the work into a romantic relationship. For some of you, it doesn't necessarily have to be romantic, but definitely a loving relationship. Could be with a family member. Maybe you've been doing a lot of work and it's an emotional tie that you're bound to somebody. And maybe you're looking at if it's worth it, if you want to keep putting in all of your energy into that, because some of you are having a hard time getting out of that nostalgic feeling and getting out of your head being in the past, perhaps with this person or with yourself. Some of you are having a hard time overcoming some childhood pain, perhaps, or some memories that, you're having a hard time rising above that. And you will really need to focus, it's going to lead you to focus on, putting in the time and work and energy into creating your abundance, okay? Creating some financial stability, but also, putting down roots, with either your home or, the people around you. You're definitely going to be focused on working on yourself, either working on yourself, okay, and trying to create some abundance and some secure foundations for yourself, or there could also be some work that you're trying to put in some certain relationship, okay. And it could be one from the past that you're having a hard time getting over, okay, for some of you. And it may lead you to really going off on your own and just focusing on yourself, and doing the work that you love and trying to build some stable foundations for yourself. Let's see what the unicorns have to say today. My lovely unicorns. You give us a message for November 10th. A message for November 10th. That's quite a lot of messages. Hold on here. November 10th, you have a message for us? And advice today. Thank you. You are gifted. You are very intelligent and talented. Okay. Good words. So for some of you, you need to hear this, because I feel that some of you maybe, and that may be your challenge from your past. Maybe when you were younger, or you were a child or younger, maybe you were told that you weren't intelligent or talented. Maybe you felt that you weren't special. I feel like some of you might have had some negative emotional experiences when you were younger, in the sense that maybe you didn't have that sort of support. And the unicorns want to remind you that you are intelligent, you're talented, you're gifted. Okay, so love yourself, because I feel I'm definitely picking that up for some of you. And you may be feeling a little bit melancholy, and that may be why you're stuck in the past from maybe childhood, or having a hard time overcoming something from the past. And that could be that you were not supported the way you needed to. Maybe you didn't hear these kind words and have that sort of support that you needed. So that's for some of you. Others of you, maybe just doubting yourself, okay? And the unicorns are trying to remind you not to doubt yourself, that you are intelligent and you're talented and could go after whatever it is you want, okay? You could go and do that work and focus and build something that's stable and going to last, okay? Building, look at the little unicorn down there. So the unicorns are saying you are talented, you're gifted, and you can build a empire. You could build something that's strong, solid, whether that's relationship, a home, your career, your finances, all of that. You have the ability. You are gifted, you're talented, and you can make it work. You're going to have to, put in the work, though. Focus, putting in the work, and trying to get over any past, anything from the past that you need to overcome, anything from childhood, or anything that you put your energy into that maybe was emotionally draining, and really just not worth it. So 2 sevens here. So these are transitions, okay? So a lot of you are maybe transitioning into a different type of job, or a different type of lifestyle, or something. There's definitely some transitions here for some of you, and really having to have some patience, and looking at where you are putting in your energy, if it's getting if you're getting the proper return. Okay, some of you might be emotionally drained, like I said, from things from the past, either a relationship, or it could be a relationship with yourself, the way you've been treating yourself, because of what you've learned from childhood, right? So these are all things that you have to look at. But really, the outcome here is that you're gonna focus on your stability and your finances, okay, and on your physical reality, and putting in the work, and building something that's going to last, something that's stable, you know. All right, my love. Well, I hope you all got to hear a message you needed to hear. And take care of yourselves. Remember, you are all intelligent, talented, and gifted. Okay? And try to get your head out of the past, especially if it's anything that was painful from the past. Okay? My heart goes out to you. I understand. All right, my loves, have a fabulous day. I wish you all well. I will see you soon. Love and light.